Hello? No. No, this is not the Krusty Krab. This is Patrick. That's when you're supposed to hang up. It's supposed to be a joke. Just leave me alone. Bye. God. Time to record this video. It's just... Do I need the hat? Let's take the hat off. Take these rubber bands off. Hey, that works. Wait. Hold up. What is that? What is that? Had a little schmutz on the camera lens, I guess. What's up, YouTube? And I know you guys are probably thinking, Malcolm, what is that? It's a Batista figure. 2014, actually. You know, from Payback? They took on the Shield and they got beat really quick. It was a very enjoyable match. You guys should watch it. Oh, and I dyed my hair blonde. That's it. Welcome to the video. But welcome to another episode of Town to Town, where I take a different city in the world of the world, you know, the galaxy. And I talk about that city's historical significance in the world of professional wrestling. And with nothing else left to say, let's hit the intro. I think that some of this blonde is getting to my head because I really want some Starbucks, so like I'm trying to get this over with.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack.
But on this week of Town to Town, we will be covering a city that has the greatest professional basketball team of all time. Who got the greatest draft pick as well, that being Jason Tatum, and we are talking about Boston, Massachusetts. And of course, I'm talking about the Celtics. Great basketball team. But when we're talking about Boston, there's a lot of things that probably come to your mind. Marathons, basketball, footballs, Lady Brady. Hate that guy. Also, there's a deep history in the world of professional wrestling that you may not even know. And the amount of significant WWE pay-per-views been held there, geez, Boston, y'all low-key underrated with this wrestling stuff. Y'all out here. But to give a little tiny history lesson about Boston when it comes to professional wrestling, in 1919, a man named George Tuhey, I think it's Tuhey, something like that. Well, George was the owner of Boston Wrestling, which would later turn into the Boston version of the American Wrestling Association, that being the AWA. But only a few years later, in 1922, Paul Browser would actually take over the AWA in Boston, and he would keep that promotion running up until his own death. Later in 1939, AWA Boston would actually become a part of the National Wrestling Alliance, and that partnership would end not too long later in 1957. Also, there's multiple versions of the AWA World Heavyweight Championship. There's one in Boston, there's one in Chicago, and I believe there's maybe two others, I think. Let's just say they're in, like, I don't know, Seattle and Topeka, Kansas, because Topeka's a cool name. Including the likes of former AWA Boston champions being the first ever champion Ed Lewis, WWE Hall of Famer and former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Luke Thez, Frank Sexton, and WWE Hall of Famer Gorgeous George. That's enough history. That's a lot of old people I don't even know that you guys probably don't even know, but hey. Now you know about some old people. But that's great that AWA had a Boston version. They had all these great world champions. But has Boston or the near cities around it produced any really good professional wrestlers? I think they have. So let's talk about them.
Road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no.
Now again, every wrestler that I'm saying isn't necessarily from Boston itself, but from cities nearby. Nancy Benoit, Kevin Sullivan, current NXT Tag Team wrestler Hanson, former Divas champion Eve Torres, 205 Live star Mike Bennett, or Kanellis, whichever one. The power of love can compel you in different ways. Former WWE superstar Kenny Dykstra, Fandango, NXT star Donovan Dijak, former WWE star Damian Sandow, current Ring of Honor talent Flip Gordon. I think it's pretty obvious to say that, of course, from Boston is the boss, Sasha Banks. Also, a little side note, Kofi Kingston went to Boston College. He's from Ghana, but he lived in Boston for a while. So yeah, Kofi Kingston too.
Road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no.
Now outside the AWA, the first ever documented professional wrestling show in Boston, Massachusetts came from the WWF. Now this was a house show on January 5th, 1985, where Bret Hart defeated Pete Dundery, something like that. I don't know who that is, but his name is funny, because at first when I saw it, I thought it said donut, because the first three letters are in donut. Don't ask me how my mind works, I'm dumb. Tito Santana defeated Greg Valentine. Big John Studd and Kenny Patera defeated Andre the Giant and JYD by DQ. You at least could have pinned JYD. I mean, he's not like as big as Andre. Like, no one's gonna pin Andre. But come on, John, you a big fella. Put your boot in his face. Pin him. The next big pay-per-view Boston would hold would be the 1993's edition of Survivor Series, where the Hart family defeated HBK and the King's Knights. The All-Americans defeated the Foreign Fanatics. And also we saw a championship that wasn't in the WWE actually be defended on a WWE pay-per-view. A big WWE pay-per-view. Imagine you see like a Progress World Championship match on like, I don't know, Royal Rumble or something. That'd be dope. But the Heavenly Bodies with Jim Cornette defeated the Rock and Roll Express to win the Smoky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Other big WWE pay-per-views that would take place in Boston would be King of the Ring 2000, Royal Rumble 2003, SummerSlam 2006, Survivor Series 2008, Royal Rumble 2011, the 40-man edition, Night of Champions 2012, also known as the year of Yankee Punk, because he came out in all Yankee stuff. It was really cool. I actually really like that gear. Money in the Bank 2014, TLC 2015, Hell in a Cell 2016, and Clash of Champions 2017. Also big non-WWE shows to be held in Boston would be Slammiversary from 2013, and also a Ring of Honor pay-per-view in 2008 called Driven, where we saw El Generico and Kevin Steen actually defeat Jimmy Jacobs and Tyler Black for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. Also, Nigel McGuinness would retain his Ring of Honor World Championship against Roderick Strong. But of course, the biggest pay-per-view to ever be produced by the WWE in Boston, Massachusetts, that being WrestleMania 14, notoriously known for when Mike Tyson actually knocked HBK out, and Steve Austin would win the WWF Championship. Imagine getting knocked out by Mike Tyson. Like, it's like getting hit by a brick. It's like a brick hitting you in the head. And that's actually happened to someone in wrestling before. It actually happened recently. It happened at some Lucha Boom, Lucha Meme show, and that dude threw a brick at the other guy's head and actually gave him a blood clot.
Oh, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more, no more.
And finally, independent wrestling. So there's only one active promotion in Boston itself, that being International World Class Championship Wrestling, but still in the Boston area or in the Massachusetts state as it is. I mean, it's a small state. We can kind of just throw them all in as one. Top Rope Promotions, Big Time Wrestling, Beyond Wrestling, and a place notoriously known where Sasha Banks actually started wrestling training, Chaotic Wrestling. But yeah, guys, this video, if you really enjoyed, in the comments down below, what city do you want to see me do next? And as I said at the start of this video, I'm going to get Espresso, probably buy a Black Friday sale pair of Uggs. Thank you, and goodbye. This is when the video ends. Goodbye. Oh yeah, subscribe. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Reality. Bye. Leave. You know what? Bye. Espresso time.
I had a dream and it's very clearly what I envisioned. I remember as a kid I was saying maybe when. Now I see Mercedes is riding in the Mercedes Benz. I hear him talking.